We out here, baby.
Whole lot.
Whole lot for the whole day. Walking these streets, man. Walking around our hood where we're trying to share our music, share our passion, you know. Gotta start somewhere.
You already know.
Why pay somebody to do something we can do ourselves? You know?
Yep.
My man Arthur gotta pay somebody to watch where he going. He in the zone. Alright. How you doing today, sir?
Good.
What's your name, sir?
Dan.
Dan? Dan, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name's Dan. So I see that you are a veteran.
Yes, sir.
What branch did you serve?
Army?
Army, boy.
Yeah. That happened after I was in. It's been a long time.
Yes, sir. Why don't you tell us a little about what you did?
I was in MICI, Military Intelligence, Counterintelligence. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
Absolutely. I got hurt, and they said I'm done. Hurt me, but they take care of me.
What are your thoughts about the high rate of homeless veterans that we have here in Boulder?
I think probably 90% of them are happy just the way they are. Leave them alone. I think people, they're happy. If they're not happy, they come forward and we could help them. How many are running from the law for some reason? May it be child support or whatever. So they want to be homeless, let them be homeless. If they want help, I'll be happy to help.
Brothers in arms till the end.
Hey, there you go.
Sure. Now, my question to you is, do you think that the military changes people whenever they get out?
Well, I think it should. Look at some of these dopey kids going in. Back when I was in, the judge could order you in before go to jail. So those goofballs went in and came out a man, didn't they? So yeah, it changes you. And that's good.
I would say from personal experience, whenever I went to basic training, I was at Fort Benning and my MOS was field artillery. Honestly, I don't think that the Army is what it used to be 20 years ago.
You may be right. I'm not in it now, but I see a lot of things that are different. Well, although they say these days you have to, what, you have to have a high school diploma and so on and so forth. Okay, well, when I went in, you didn't have to. I went in, got my
GED?
Yeah, and went to college. That's where I got my college in the Army, and that's how I ended up doing what I was doing. Couldn't do it without it. Can't beat it. These people are smart if they go in and stay their time. Where else are you going to go for 20 years and come out?
Mr. Dan, how many tours of duty did you have?
Well, 2.
2?
Yeah, I was only 7 years.
Where'd you go?
All over.
Did you see any action firsthand?
Well, that's what happened on my shoulders. Yeah.
What could you tell us what happened on your shoulders?
I got taken care of someplace, and the word got to Virginia, and they sent help over to me out. And it took a long time in the hospital. Looking over those days, sure enjoyed it. Like I said, I didn't want to leave. They said I couldn't do my job anymore physically. Well, of course I can't, you know. I can't fire a pistol anymore, of course not a rifle. I got nothing in there. In both shoulders. Not nice. I enjoyed it. I'm sure you did, didn't you?
It was bittersweet for me. You know, there were times where I enjoy the traveling and I enjoy meeting different people.
Yeah.
And the training that I got, I enjoyed, but overall, I feel that our military is getting too lax. You know, it's...
And where does that come from? Well, I'll tell you what, my answer is Obama. That's what it is. This country has never been this way, except when he started. He's the one. We used to help each other. Now people look at each other. That's terrible.
But hey, you gotta for it. Support your beliefs. But now, and I can only say that you're talking about racism.
Yeah.
You know, prejudice. And for one, we're in Mississippi. You know, we're the true South, where, you know, truly, in my opinion, the birthplace of racism. You know, we had slavery at its highest. You know, indentured servants.
Yeah, but you know, it wasn't here. I mean, not in our tour of duty, it wasn't. We weren't alive when that happened.
Yeah.
It's over. That's history.
Exactly.
Get over it.
Sure.
You know, and I'm not just talking blacks. We had all sorts of slaves. People don't realize that. Not just
slaves.
Yes, that's right.
Indentured servants. That's just another word for
just
slavery.
a different word.
I was watching a documentary just yesterday that said that indentured servants were just one step higher than being a slave. You know, you were a part of the system, but you had so-called freedom. You were able to do more, but at the end of the day, you still didn't have freedom.
No.
Now, let me ask you this, Mr. Dan. Do you believe that slavery still exists today?
No.
No.
Why do you ask that? What reason do you ask that?
The reason why I ask, because personally, I believe that slavery still is around, not in the meaning of, oh, you're going to plow my fields and you're going to work for me. I believe that we're mentally in slavery. You know, people can't think for themselves anymore. You try to ask a simple math question and people can't solve it off the top of their heads. They have to pull out a
that
calculator.
doesn't mean they're slaves. That just means they didn't go on to school to learn things. That's what it means to me.
And what do you think of our current education system?
I'd like to see more people take advantage of it, but it's terrible that they got to pay for the next 20 years. Now, I'm not saying I want to send everybody to school and pay for it. No, I don't want to do that. I had to work for mine.
Yeah.
My daughters had to work for theirs. So, but do it. Go do it. But they're charging way too much money.
Yeah,
These poor people coming out. And then, I know a couple of people graduated from college, they ended up driving cement trucks because they were paid more money than working in the office.
Yeah.
And they also had to pay for their school. Like, that's stupid.
So it's a catch-22. You know, you're screwed over either way that you look at it. You know.
Well, they got to come down. The poor kids, they can't pay that.
No. Personally, I believe that healthcare and education should be free. It should not be paid for. We have a government that is here for the people, of the people.
Yeah, but Obama ain't doing it that way.
No.
No, Obama is just, he's making our country go down. That's what's happening there.
Do you think it's fair to say that Obama is fully responsible for the direction of our country?
Well, Hillary helped a lot.
Well, what about Bush?
Oh, well, no one's perfect. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I'm not saying that at all.
Yeah.
But since Obama moved in, everything has gone to hell. I think it's terrible. I like sitting and talking to people like you that are abreast of the situation. But you can't, like me, I can't blame it on one person. I'm not. But there's a lot of people that go along with it.
I believe it's a collective effort. Like I said, you know, the government is of the people. But the people will all come together and and say, hey, we're not going to allow this to happen. They can't do anything. You know, for example, I'm going to use this example, and I know it may stab a little here because you're supporting Trump, but, you know, and I'm just scoping on this topic here, nothing else. You know, what happened in Chicago when he tried to go, you know, you had about 50 armed police, and you had the entire city of Chicago take to the streets. When people come together as a force, you can't be beat.
That wasn't Trump's fault.
No.
No, that wasn't Trump's fault. You get some idiots that are bussed in from St. Louis or wherever, and they start the problem, and then they blame it on Trump. He didn't do a damn thing about it. I mean, to cause it. They bust those people in, I think. I don't know. That's how I see it. Another thing you mentioned about you want to see free medicine and free education. I kind of agree with that, but do you realize you're talking free medicine? You're talking socialism.
Why is it?
That's what socialism is. We don't have to work for anything. We get it all for nothing. That's what Bernie Sanders wants. He's running against Hillary. He's a socialist.
Now, not talking about classes, socialism, communism. When society was first started, before we placed these rules and laws that govern us, you know, what did we do before a society?
I guess we got along. You know, I mean, think about it.
We didn't have money. We lived off the land.
We helped each other.
We had local shamans that were healers.
There you go.
Medicine men,
yes,
which they gave for free because they enjoyed to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's when I say I want to see that free is because no one should have to pay for anything. If you took every single dollar out, if we paid every single debt in this country, do you realize there would not be one single dollar in circulation? And if our debt is in the trillions and trillions of amount, why is our government still printing money?
And, well, they have to cover their butts. That's why.
Yeah.
They have to have something out there, and that's why the price of your dollar shrunk. Now it's down here instead of here. You know,
The dollar isn't anything. The dollar is not backed by anything.
No, it used to be run the world.
When FDR was president, you know, it was backed by gold. You know, this is a legal tender note.
Then they took that. Yeah.
You know, so now, if you think about it, you know, your money is just a piece of paper with ink on it. But,
and when they need more, all they do is print it.
and what is that? What is the word for that? Printing money. If we were to do it ourselves, what would we call that?
Yeah. I wish I had some with me to show you. It escapes me. Counterfeit, yes. I had a stroke 5 months ago. I'm not real. But yeah, counterfeit, exactly. But they do it, it's not called that. You do it, you're going to jail.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they're just basically doing the same thing, you know? It's just,
I know it.
you know, all they do is just, okay, we're going to use a certain type of paper, you know. I believe that Andrew Jackson was president, and he said, I'm going after the big banks. I'm going after J.P. Morgan, and I'm taking them down. You know, that was the best thing, because whenever the Federal Reserve was established, we had the Great Depression. We had bank runs. And if you do your research, it was all started off a rumor created by J.P. Morgan, who was a titan of finance at that time. But what I'm trying to get people to be aware of, if you look at all the connections, you dot all the I's and cross all your T's, there are only 6 businesses that run this world.
Well, it used to be steel was top. I think it probably still is. Isn't it steel?
That's the owner at that time, Andrew Carnegie. Yeah, you know, he was a industrial capitalist.
Yeah, railroad.
Robin Van.
Transportation.
Robert Van. But right now, it's like, why? Only 6 individuals have all this power.
I have no idea. Did they know something? I know somebody to that would let them go ahead and do that.
She don't look like her.
I'm not making myself clear. I'm out and I'm got a lot of money.
I am. It's lunchtime.
But if you have a president, governor, whatever, you say, hey, wait a minute, you can't do that because there's other people that, in other words, instead of one person like they did years ago, instead of one person running a railroad, they spread it out.
I'm waiting. So, yes.
It's hard to
Oh no, I just.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
think of what I'm.
We're probably gonna be hitting the road.